Hi everyone, good evening. Hope you guys have had a great start to the week. Thank you for thank you for joining me today. And today, the topic that I have is about purpose-driven goals. So yesterday I spoke about mindset and how important is having mindset. And going from that, today I'm going to talk about another thing that is extremely important if we want to live a fulfilling life. Hi Tambi, nice to see you. So, and the thing that is important is actually to live a life of purpose. Hi uncle. And I would also like to tie it back to goals. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about purpose driven goals. We talk a lot about goals, and most of us have goals. Yeah, most of us have goals to, all sorts of goals to, to make more money, to lose weight, to get that promotion, to achieve a lot of things in life. Hi Kavita, hi Primala, hi Uma, hi Dee, nice to see you guys. So we have got lots of goals, but there is something really very important that we may be missing out, which is what is our purpose. Yeah, I don't know how many of us think about what is our purpose in life and how much of significance we give to that question. What is our purpose in life? And asking ourselves this question could make all the difference in our lives. A lot of times when we ask people, hi Darshana, a lot of times when we ask people, what do you want out of life? What is your purpose in life? People have a tendency to say that I want to be happy. That's all I want. I just want to be happy. I want my kids to be happy. But happiness is not really a purpose in life. If you think about it, happiness is a state. Yeah? When it's a nice state to be in, we are happy. But we can't be in a happy state all the time, because happiness is a state of mind, it's an emotion, and emotions come and emotions go. They are like waves. When something happens, we will feel happy, and then something else will happen which will make us feel down or unmotivated or something. This is part and parcel of life. Hi Rajkumar, hi Aina, nice to see you guys. Premala says, I'm still thinking almost daily. That's great, Premala. Even thinking about that is actually very awesome. Because a lot of people don't even think about it. And this is significantly very important, because our goals are meaningless if they are not tied to a purpose. I mean, people talk about law of attraction, people talk about lots of things that we want to achieve in life. But have we really wondered whether these things are meaningful to us? Because a lot of times we are on a journey, and this could have happened to many people. It has happened to me. Like, you're on a path, you keep going because this was what was told to you by your parents, your teachers. You go to school, you do this, you do that, and then we just follow because we believe that they know what is best for us. And then when we reach a certain point, we are like questioning ourselves, like, is this what life is really about? Is this what I have worked all my life for? Is this really it? Is there more? And that's the time when you realize that deep inside of ourselves, there is a seeking for something. Uma says, I've been asking myself very, very often, what's the real purpose of my life? Keep asking, guys. This is a good question. Even if it frustrates you right now, this is a good question to keep asking. Because if we are not living for our purpose, and we all have one, it is very hard to feel the true fulfillment of life. Yeah, we may be tying it to temporary goals. So this is the thing. Like, we have got so many goals, right? And what you would have realized is that in your life you would have achieved a lot of goals. You would have set some goals and you would have achieved it. You would have graduated, and you knew that when you were in school, you would have thought about it, that the day that you leave school will be the happiest day in your life. And true enough, When you left school, it was the happiest day in your life, but just for that one day. Then it was back to real life. Then you thought, when I graduate, it'll be the greatest day in my life. And it was, just for a bit. Then you thought, when I get my job, it'll be amazing. And it was, just for a bit. Then you thought the same when you're going to get married or buy your house or have kids. And it was. All that were amazing things. But then it just goes out. So tying ourselves to goals does not give us long-lasting happiness. Yeah, tying ourselves to goals, we have to celebrate because it is an achievement. Achieving any goal is an amazing achievement. It shows that we are winners. It shows that we are successful. It's worthy of celebration. But just know that whatever satisfaction we get out of it is temporary. Aina says life is not a checklist. Yeah, and we often live our lives like a checklist. Yeah, have I graduated? Have I got a good job? Have I bought a house? Have I gotten married? Have I got kids? Do I have one boy, one girl at least? That's how we go through. And true enough, like what Aina says, it is not a checklist. Yeah, our life should be driven by our purpose. Every company has got a purpose. If you have got a company that sells chocolate, that's the purpose of the company. Sell chocolate and make profit. NGOs have got a purpose in life. Every organization, when they are created, they have got a purpose in life, and that is how you know how to set goals for them and go on to achieve them. But for some reason, we think that we don't need a purpose. We can just set goals without a purpose. If you think about it, it does not make sense. Yeah, we need, if we are climbing a mountain, we need to know which mountain we want to climb. The goals are like on the way to the mountain. There's no point when we reach the top of the mountain and we have put in all that effort, we are right at the peak, and we are having no feelings. We think that this is not really where I wanted to be. And sometimes we have that feelings in life, especially after we reach a certain age. But it's never too late, because as long as we are alive, we can find our purpose. And we should find our purpose. Now, how do we find our purpose? We can only find our purpose if we have awareness about ourselves. A lot of times we are rushing. We have got so much of problems in life. Our health is at stake, our financial stuff is at stake. Everything is like moving parts around us, and we don't have time to sit still and listen to what is it that we want. Uma says goals change with time. Exactly, goals change with time. Goals change with time. But are we going in the right path? Because goals can lead us here, goals can take us here, goals can take us there, goals can take us that way. Which way is it that we want to go? Like if you ask yourself right now, for each one of you, are you really happy at this point in life where you are? Is this really where you want to be at this point in time? Is this where you envisioned yourself to be at this point in time? Do you have something that you're envisioning for? And if you still do not know, it's okay. You have to keep asking the questions. And the answer to what is your purpose lies in a few things. It lies in things that bring you true joy. If you can think about it, any activities, any time that you felt truly alive, what were you doing? What were you doing at that point? It doesn't have to be a holiday. It can be something that you're doing at work. And exactly at which point did you really feel truly alive? Now that is an indication. It could be when you are in nature. It could be when you're helping somebody to do something. It could be when you were attending a talk and you heard about this subject. Any time that suddenly you start feeling alive, that is an indication that that particular thing is part of your purpose. Yeah, it's part of your purpose. And the other things that you can think about is, what are things that actually upset you? What are the things that really, 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 truly upset you? Yeah, And this can also give you an indication of what are the things that is not relevant to you. Because you see, when you feel alive, what that means is something deep inside of you has been honored and you recognize it. Because our purpose is deeply tied to our values and our beliefs, our core self. And when we are alive, it means that something inside of us that we hold precious has actually been valued outside, and we are witnessing it. And that's what makes us come alive. Something that is so important to us has been given, has been honored, or has been given value, and we recognize it. At the same time, when we feel truly upset, it is because one of our values has been trampled on or crushed, and we recognize that as well. So these are things that can give us indication of what is our purpose. The other questions to ask is, what gives you a sense of fulfillment? What makes you proud? What skill sets do you have? What did you do in order to get those skill sets? All these questions can give you an indication of the path that you have to go for. And finding your purpose in life is not something that doesn't come without sacrifices. It can mean that you have to now put in some sacrifice. It may mean that you have to invest some money into getting that done. Or you may have to invest some time, or you may have to give up something that is now contributing something to you. Maybe a job that is contributing to you, you may have to give that up in order to pursue this. So it doesn't mean that just because it's your purpose, it's going to come all handed out in a gold platter. It may require work, it may require sacrifice, but you will feel alive when you think about it. And I personally believe that all of us were put onto this earth for a purpose, and whatever purpose that we have is uniquely us, and the world is actually waiting for this. Like, if everyone in the world are living their purpose, this world will be an amazing place. The problem is many of us are not doing what we are supposed to do, and that's why we feel sad inside. And then when we feel sad about ourselves, we start judging ourselves, and we start judging ourselves, we want to feel better, so we start judging other people, and then it turns into animosity, and then wars break out. Lots of things happen because we have not found our purpose and we are not happy with ourselves, and then this becomes the world energy eventually. So I would really suggest that everyone start asking about our purpose in life. If you have got young children, try to get them to remember their purpose in life instead of guiding them the wrong way, and then they have to go back and seek for it again. Because when people are young, they are closer to knowing what they really are, because they have not accumulated rubbish yet. So they have got some natural skill sets, they have got some natural interest. As parents, we should be looking at what they are interested in and what they are naturally talented. It will give us a lot of indication of where our kids can grow to. Instead of if like somebody wants to play music, this happens a lot in Asian communities. A kid loves to play music or sing songs, but is bad at maths, and then the parents will say, until you get A in maths, no more music. It happens a lot. Or somebody who's very good at sports but not good at science, and again the same thing. Until you buck up your academic results, until you get the A in or B in science and you stop failing it, no more football. And that's how we kill a lot of purpose in life. Many purposes are killed like this, and then they become a mediocre accountant or a mediocre scientist or a mediocre doctor, and then they spend all their entire life wondering, what should I do? So let's break this cycle. Let's look for our own purpose in life, and if you're blessed enough to be a parent, help your children to look for their purpose in life. Stephen Covey, one of his 7 habits, habit number 2, he says, start with the end in mind. And this is exactly what it means. For everything that we want to do, start with the end in mind, which is what is our purpose. And all our goals that we set should be aligned and bring us towards our purpose. And then we will actually feel very happy. Even though one goal finishes, we will know that we have got the next one to go because our purpose is still there. And it doesn't have to be a destination anymore. The journey will make us happy because we know that we are on the right path. Yeah. Hi, Viviaka. Nice to see you. Yes, Kavita, let's break that cycle. Yeah, let's break that cycle. We need more people who are living purposefully. The way to make the world a better place is not by war, not by fighting, not by all of this. This just creates the vicious cycle and feeds it. The way to break the cycle and make the world a better place is to create more people who are living purposefully. These people will not be interested to judge others because they are just so happy thinking what they can do next and how they can contribute to the world. You see, another important thing is our purpose is usually tied, not usually, always. Our purpose is always tied to making everything better because that's just how it is. It's created by nature, and nature is always trying to extend itself to make it better. So our purpose can never be something which is detrimental to another human being. Our purpose is always to contribute and to make the world a better place and to make our community a better place and to make ourselves a better place. So finding our purpose can actually solve a lot of issues for many of us. So I leave that with you, and if you cannot find a purpose, guys, look for a coach. Work with a coach who can help you to get closer. The journey may not be instantaneous because there could be so many layers that we have built, but starting the journey is a very good way to start something. And that's all I have, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me.